Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. I am the Hooded Lid, and I haven't done an introduction like that in a while. And there's no need to, because now I have a title card. I'm the Hooded Lid. My lids are hooded and I am old. I'm 58, and yeah, if your lids are hooded, don't let the fact that I'm 58 dissuade you from watching. I think you might get some tips anyway. And if you're older, don't let that dissuade you that I'm not selling that all the time, because I want to reach all hooded women. That's my goal. Anyway, today we are doing the second video for Chanel's new summer release of the Quads. This is 382 Lumiere et Vibrations. Now this one could be more summer than the first one, which is very fall winter to me. Okay, here's what we have. A deep gold, a lighter gold, maybe a neutral brown, and a lighter neutral brown. So this is a pretty basic palette that presumably you could do summer and fall and winter. Probably just not spring. So I already did the video, obviously, for the purple one, which I loved. Purples can be very difficult, but I just like the way this looked on me. I felt it looked a little more gray. And I've been craving a gray eye for some time. Today we're going into brown world, and this is the top. So I'm going to go boop, 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 boop. So that's what these two top ones look like. They seem to have the same amount of sheen. And then we'll go in with this one and this one. And the brown could be a matte, but there's a little sheen to this one. And that's the color story. You tell me if you think this is a summer story. So I'm primed with the Makeup by Mario. I did the cream and the powders, so everything should be feeling pretty dry. And I am going to go in with the color that looks like the transition shade. This one. Again, if you didn't see my first video, I had seen somebody review this just the other day, and she said that these were very sheer and they didn't give the payoff of Pat McGrath or a Natasha Denona. And I said, you know, since Chanel is not a drugstore brand by any stretch of the imagination, we can count on the precept that it's intentional, that they're not trying to do something that is very deep in its tone, very pigmented. And I'm kind of okay with that, you guys. It doesn't take very long to blend out. And the person that I was watching also just built and built and built, and I felt like she was trying to make it into something that it's not. If you want Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, that's where you should go. But give the people at Chanel, who are the Lucia Picha, the creative director, the benefit of the doubt that what she's looking to make here is something that's a little bit more sheer. And voila, just kind of all over the place, not too high, but easy to blend on the crepeys, no problemo. Now I'm going to go in with this lighter gold, which I'm guessing you want to do inner corner highlight, or at least the inner quarter, and using a flat brush and see what she does. So this is shiny, but it seems like it's in between a top coat and a metallic. And if there's anything left all over the lid. And now I guess we're going to go in with this darker yellow and just put it on the center of the eye. If you're not hooded, that's exactly where you'd want it, right above the iris, so it kind of calls attention to it. And it gives shape. So the idea behind a halo, for instance, is to make your eyeball look more rounded. So you have darkness here, and light here, which brings things forward. When you're hooded, you don't really get that effect. And this is a very pretty shade without a doubt. Okay, eyes closed. I'll just turn a little bit so you can see the reflective quality going on here. Now for the brown color, I am going to go in with this Chikuhodo. It's kind of a pencil brush, and be very specific with it because I feel like this is quite dark, but this formula, it might not be, but we'll start with that. I'm going to go by a lash line. Wow, you know what? With this gold underneath it, it's really pretty. It kind of has a bronzy brown look. Okay, I'm going to change, I'm going to go in with this brush and try to build myself a socket. And I'm using the lightest hand with this. And now I'm going a little bit harder just to blend it. I'm just going to use this very small Chikuhodo brush, which I love. It's the S150. And pick up this golder color and do something down here. All right, for the moment, I'm going to move away from the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. I've been using this one, well, the last 2 days, and am enjoying that, and we'll do some mascara, do the brows, come back and see what else I can do. Maybe I'm just going to do a final blend, or maybe I need something else, but to me, I really can't tell what's going on until my foundation is on. So I've done my foundation, I've done my concealer, I've done my brows, and I put on a little mascara. But we're not done yet. But I just wanted to do a little blend here. Honestly, it doesn't need it. And that's saying something for someone that's crepey. So I might go in with this Hourglass. This is Loyal, which is very, very neutral in tone. And maybe that will be what I need. I think I've already established that the way to apply these is on your hand and then pick them up with your fingers. Otherwise you just have triangles on your face. It's my preferred. You could also pick it up with a beauty blender. I think this works. Okay, I'm going to do my cheeks and I'll be right back. This entire time I've been in the wrong setting, so the setting I'm in now is very vibrant, and I was just looking at the monitor going, wow, my hair looks yellow. We're going to switch back, but I just wanted to show you both, and I want to show you what I did. So I did the Makeup by Mario highlighter, which I just love this highlighter, and if you are new here, I'm not a huge highlighter person, and I'm really not a huge powder highlighter person, and this one is just subtle and yet beautiful. I think thumbs up. I did a lip, Giorgio Armani, which I will post down, and I was thinking I wanted a lip that's kind of a natural lip color, but altogether I feel like I need a little something something, so I thought I'd go in with this Tom Ford. Usually I disperse this on my hand first, because I don't want to get the color in here, but I think that kind of ties it all in. And I also think I want to go in again with this gold, just to, you know what, I'm going to get it wet and see if we can get a little bit more brightness there. Okay, now this is my normal setting. I was playing with it the other day and didn't notice it, sorry. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the right palette and I'm going to dip it in the gold with my Chikuhodo, and then I'm going to get it wet because I don't know if the Chanels are going to work. This is a mixture, really, you guys, of glycerin and a couple of things. This is not the primer water anymore, but I do love the primer water. It has a great sprayer, so I keep it. It's rose water and glycerin, and I think I put some of that Naiad thing in it that I can't remember what it's called, but I'll tell you, which is an antioxidant, and I probably don't want that in my eye, but I'm not going in my eye, and I kind of like that. And you could certainly go in with one of the brown colors to give a little bit of a more dramatic look. For me, because I have so much darkness under here, I don't really love to do stuff under my eyes. I think it makes the eyes look smaller in my particular case and makes everything look a little darker. I will do it from time to time, but I don't think I'm going to right now. But you know what? Here's what I think. Just like the other palette, I feel like this is so easy to work with. Yes, you're not going to put it on and go, uh-oh, I have to blend this for 15 minutes because it's so pigmented. You don't get that from there, and I'm okay with that. It works great with the crepeys, no problem at all. And altogether, I actually like this. It's limited, you know what I mean? It's browns and golds. Whereas this palette, I feel like there's two color stories that can be complete looks. I think this and this, one, this and this, one. Actually, this and this one, and this and this one. I don't think you get that variety with this. I mean, this and this kind of needs a transition shade. This and this, yeah, but boring. This and this, I suppose, this and this, I suppose, but I just feel like there's not a lot of variety here. These have to really mean something to you, and we've all seen these shades before, but they don't necessarily perform this way. I like the performance in this palette a lot. I'm going to keep them both. And if you're new here, I have no problem returning stuff. If something doesn't work for me, I'm not going to keep it, especially when it's $62, but I'm kind of digging it. And yeah. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Everything that I've used, I'm going to list down below. Oh, I forgot. I used the Chaleur as my bronzer. This is actually a blush from Surratt, but I bought it as a blush, and I thought, oh, what am I doing? It's actually a good bronzer color for me. And I'll put everything down below. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and I'm wishing you good health.